She walked into the rain as if she belonged to it. Not like the rest of the world that scattered, hiding under roofs and umbrellas, but like someone who had found her true home beneath the falling sky. The streets were alive with the silver shimmer of water, each drop striking the ground with a rhythm that sounded almost like music, and she let herself move with it. Her dress clung to her skin, her hair heavy with the weight of the storm, strands of it tracing her cheeks, but she didn't care. To her, every raindrop was a whisper of freedom. Every splash against her skin a reminder that she was alive. She didn't flinch, didn't hurry, didn't bow her head to the weather. Instead, she raised her face to the sky and welcomed it. She spread her arms for a moment, as though she could catch the clouds themselves, and the sound of her soft laughter blended with the rain like a secret melody, meant only for those who cared enough to notice. People who passed by shook their heads, some smiling, some puzzled, but no one could ignore her presence, because there was something almost magical about a girl who dared to celebrate in the middle of a storm. Her steps were slow, unhurried, like she was dancing with the downpour, each footstep echoing softly against the wet pavement. The streetlights painted golden halos around the puddles, and her reflection flickered in them, as though she was part of two worlds, the one of earth and the one of water. The storm did not overwhelm her. It crowned her. While everyone else saw rain as trouble, as something to escape, she turned it into her companion, her stage, her freedom. In that moment, she wasn't just a girl walking in the rain. She was a vision of courage, of joy unchained, a reminder that sometimes beauty isn't found in perfect, sunny skies, but in the wildness of a storm, when one soul dares to embrace it instead of running away. And anyone who happened to see her would remember not the rain itself, but the girl who made it look like a gift from heaven. He saw her first as a silhouette against the golden glow of the streetlight, the rain cascading around her like a curtain of silver threads. And in that instant, something inside him stilled. People hurried past, holding newspapers over their heads or clutching their jackets tightly. But she moved differently, as though time itself had slowed for her. He had not planned to stop. He had errands, reasons to keep walking, excuses to be anywhere else, but his feet refused to move. He watched her tilt her head back, arms lifting for a brief second, as if she was daring the world to look at her, daring the storm to challenge her joy. And in that defiance, in that simple twirl of a drenched figure, he felt the weight of his own routine crumble. She was not just a stranger in the rain. She was something else. Something he could not name yet but could not look away from. Every drop that fell seemed to catch the light on her face, her smile fleeting but radiant, her eyes glimmering like they held secrets the storm had told her. He found himself holding his breath, afraid that if he exhaled too loudly she might vanish, like a vision conjured by the weather itself. The world around him grew muffled. Car horns faded, footsteps softened. Even the roar of the downpour dimmed, until all that existed was her, and the unshakable pull that tied his gaze to her every movement. His chest tightened with a strange curiosity, one that was more powerful than mere attraction. It wasn't about beauty alone. It was about the rare kind of spirit she carried, the freedom to dance when others fled, the courage to smile when others frowned, the audacity to live in the middle of chaos. And though he was nothing but a stranger watching from across the street, he felt as though she had already spoken to him, without a single word, without even a glance in his direction. The rain was her language, and he was already listening. He took a step forward, cautious, hesitant, yet unable to resist. Maybe she would notice him, maybe she wouldn't, but it no longer mattered. Something about her presence demanded his attention, pulled him closer, challenged him to step out of his comfort and into her storm. For the first time in a long time, he wasn't thinking about tomorrow or yesterday. He wasn't even thinking about himself. He was simply caught, suspended in a moment that belonged to her, a moment that felt like the beginning of a story he had been waiting for without even knowing it.